Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the 238th coffee session. Man, won't be long. We've been doing this a year. I think, trying to remember when the first one was. It was in October something. Jack, come on, dude. Look at him. Wants to play ball. Sorry, brother. Can't do it. Anyhow, yeah, been outside a minute ago. Beautiful blue skies. And of course, I was in the shade because my whole front yard is in the shade for, I don't know, till about 9:30 or 10, something like that. And a little bit of a cool breeze, so it felt really nice out there. Oh, it's humid. Gonna get up to like 92 today or something, but oh well. Get my air conditioner another good workout today. Let's see who we got hanging out with us here. We got Big D in the house as usual. 63, mild 84. Okay. Good to see you, Dave. LB Sharp's in the house. Good morning, sir. Larry Galt. Finally rained yesterday, he said. Yeah, I think I saw you posted liquid sunshine or something like that. Yeah. Good to see you, Larry. Mark Lindsay's here. I hate to even read his temperatures because it's always scary. 66 to 104. Holy cow. Earl Walker's in the house this morning. How you doing, Earl? 79. That's not too bad. Jesse from JJ Woodshop. How you doing, sir? Let's see who else. There's Kevin Ailes. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. Steven Toronto's here. Good morning, sir. Doug Seth says, morning, folks. Beautiful morning at the Career Center. I'm assuming that's what CC stands for. Let's see here. Wild Bill Larison's in the house. Good morning, Bill. Good to see you. Dave says, go ahead and mash that like button, y'all. Yeah, or the other one. It don't matter. This channel, it don't matter. I see I lost one. I had 114 subscribers and had them for, I don't know, a week or two. And then I lost one. Man. All right. It's okay. Let's see here. Coffee sessions isn't for everybody, I guess. Paul Stewart's in the house. How you doing, Paul? Bob Sims is with us this morning. How you doing, Bob? Leo Steger. Good morning. Hitch Hamilton. Headed to 96 in Southwest Florida, man. That's pretty toasty. Steve Gronsky's here. Oh, well, he's here. I clicked the wrong thing. There he is. Doctor appointment today. Only have 10 minutes. Okay, we know you're a busy guy, between all the golf and stuff. Glad you stopped by, Steve. Good to see you. There's my old buddy Janet. How you doing, Janet? Good to see you. Mike Reynolds is here. Let's see. Ronald Cool's here. Hello, Ronald. Oh, yeah. The asteroid heading toward Earth. Yeah. Bring it. Yeah, bring it. Come on. We don't care. Rob Schuster's in the house this morning. How you doing, Rob? All righty. Yeah, happy Thursday. Oh, Dave is a really happy camper today. Can anybody guess why? Let's see if y'all can guess why I'm so happy today. I'll give you a minute because I know it takes a while for those things to come in here. And in the meantime, Bob Sims has on this day in history, In 1939, World War II, Britain declares war on Germany after the invasion of Poland. France follows 6 hours later, quickly joined by Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Canada. All righty. Okay. And ding, 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 we have a winner. Well, it did. Well, no, that's not technically right. It didn't fix itself. But old Dave got so frustrated last night that I got online and went to the Vizio.com website and read the kind of the same thing that was on the TV thing. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm not doing something right. So I go back and I hit the menu, and then I hit settings. I think that's how it went. And then I hit network, and then I had to toggle the connection on and off. And I thought that's what I did the other day, but apparently, when you when you pay attention, when you hit off to turn it off, I mean, it does the little, it looks like it's doing it. And then I flipped it back to on. That's what I did the other day, and it never did work. Well, apparently, it's kind of like, you know how when you do things on the computer and it doesn't really take unless you hit the enter key. I guess that's the way it is, because you got to flip it off, and then you have to hit the OK button, which is essentially the enter key on the remote. And then it officially goes off. And then I had to do the same thing to turn it back on. And I did, and voila, I have my apps back. So I'm really happy about that. But it still kind of irritates the stew out of me that you get an update and it messes stuff up. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't supposed to do that. And I've got other updates. You know, I get them all the time. But that one, for some reason, it didn't want to connect back to the. Bob says, yeah, you received your money from Kenya. No, I'm still watching my bank account. I check it every once in a while to see. I don't know what's taking so long on that. I've tried to email that guy back, but he hasn't replied back. So I don't know. I guess it's the COVID thing slowing everything down. Janet's asking the same thing. Let's see. Bill says, and let us not forget William Kitchener. Okay. Oh, he invented the potato chip. Important man. Well, yeah. I wasn't aware that he was the one who gets credit for that, but if he's the dude, he's important, at least to me. Yeah, Janet wants to know, is that what we're doing for September? Asteroids? Yeah, well, better that than hemorrhoids. So, yeah, I don't care. I don't pay attention to what they say now. You know, just bring it. You know, I don't care anymore. Just bring it on. Bob's got another one here. On this day in 1913, Alan Ladd, I remember him, American actor, Shane and Carpetbaggers, born in Hot Springs, Arkansas, 1960. Wait a minute. Oh, death in 1964, I guess. I was reading born in, and I'm thinking 1964, that dude was older than that, but yeah, I'm reading it wrong. It says, updates are to correct errors from previous updates. Yeah. Well, it's like I said, I can always tell because it always seems to update in the middle of the night sometime. Because when I get up in the morning and I turn it on, if I see that big V logo, I know it's had an update. And it usually has a little thing up there saying that we've updated your thing. But But yeah, I was just really ticked that those apps weren't working. So anyhow, Mark says he's still betting on Godzilla before New Year's. Good chance. Good chance. Wait a minute here. Larry says NASA says an asteroid will give the Earth a close shave the day before the presidential election. Yeah. I read somewhere, I think it's supposed to, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the moon is 236,000 miles away, give or take a, mile or two. And I think what I read was that that asteroid was going to pass closer than that. So, but who knows? And what's weird is I think they and again, this is just something I read, probably on Facebook, so it's true. Is that when they found it, they tried tracking it, and then they couldn't track it for a while because it went somewhere and they couldn't find it. And then they found it again. Oh, well. At this point, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. There's Keith Stanford. How you doing, Keith? Clyde Labonte, CNC's here this morning. How you doing? Yeah. Man, I was kind of bummed, because I've been bummed about professional sports anyway. Pretty much the demise of all of them. But sad to learn that Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific, passed away yesterday at 75. What a guy. Man. What they call him? The Magical Mets or something like that. I can't remember. In 69, I think it was. Those were the days back then, man. I'm telling you. Those were the days. Greg, or he says the asteroid's the size of a refrigerator. Well, wouldn't that, if that's all the bigger it is, wouldn't it get burned up before it even got here? If it was coming through our atmosphere, I would think you'd have to be a lot bigger than a refrigerator to make it through all that. I don't know. Janet says, I bet they put on the Klingon cloak of invisibility. Maybe so. Yeah, just sad to learn that about old Tom. That were some good times back in those years. Back when they, that was good ball playing back then. And not that there hadn't been some others after that, but it just nothing like today's ball players. I watched it. I was watching news this morning, like I always do, to check the weather and stuff. And the sports guy on there was talking about the Braves. And they show, I can't remember where they were playing. It wasn't in Atlanta, I don't think. I think it was an away game. But, they got the whole cardboard people in the stands and stuff, which is just silly to me. But they were showing them hitting home runs and stuff. And I'm like, man, it's just not the same when you hit a home run and the camera pans to watch it go. And it's, it's cardboard cutouts. What's just kind of goofy. In other news, if you're a big fan, and I know probably most of you are a big fan of the Bay City Rollers, Yeah, I can't even say that with a straight face. Uh, Ian Mitchell, the bass guitar player for the Bay City Rollers, passed away at age 62. So, yeah, y'all remember that? Y'all remember the Bay City Rollers? I think they were weren't they like a Scottish group or something? I think so. They made a splash. When I can't even remember the name of the stuff they had. They had one or two songs that got pretty popular way back in the day. Bob says, "Watch it. I'm in Scotland." Well, I guess you're probably a number one fan of the Bay City Rollers, then, aren't you, Bob? Yeah. Nobody's even admitting that they know who they are other than Bob, I think. Doug says, I know you had their poster. Yeah, you know it, buddy. You know it. I love Plaid. Yeah, one hit wonders. What was the name of the song, Janet? Do you remember? They had one song that was it Saturday Night or something like that? I'm trying to get it in my head, which I probably shouldn't because then I won't get it out. But speaking of music, I've learned something here the last week or two. I have one of those, I'm going to call them echo dots because if I say the A word, she starts yapping. She hears me in here. But I have two of those echo dots. I have one in the kitchen and then I have one in the bedroom. Well, the one in the kitchen, a lot of times I'll say, hey, so-and-so, play some 60s rock or play some 70s rock. I started out playing 70s rock. And, she'd go, okay, mixing, here's a 70s rock station, whatever, and they play stuff. And then I kind of got tired of listening to that because I kept thinking, that's not, I'd hear a song and I'm like, that's not really what I consider 70s rock. It might have been in the 70s, but it's not. I wouldn't consider it rock. So then I changed it up. Yeah, Saturday Night, 1974. Steve's on it. Thank you, Steven. Saturday. I thought it was something about Saturday. Yeah. But now that song's gonna be in my head. You know it. Maybe I'll post that video later for everybody so they can have it stuck in their head too. Yeah, the 12-year-old girls loved them. Well, they had the cool haircuts, really cool haircuts. But anyway, I got tired of the 70s thing. And then I said, hey, so-and-so, play 60s rock. And I was listening because I was working on, doing that wiring thing I was doing, and it just gave me something to listen to. And I'm thinking, man, 60s, at least what the Echo Dot person thinks of a 60s rock, to me is way better than the 70s rock because they were, and like I said, I don't know. I think when you say 70s rock, they kind of lump a lot of stuff in there that's more like love ballads and pop and even towards the late 70s, you start getting into stuff that really wasn't rock at all. But because I kept having to, I'd have to tell her, I'd say, hey, so-and-so, skip that one, and then they'd skip. But yeah, when I play the 60s thing, I never skip. I just listen to every one of them. A lot of really cool stuff. A lot of old CCR, Cream, Buffalo Springfield. I mean, just Donovan. I mean, some of that old stuff. So I guess I'm feeling pretty old if I like that better than the 70s stuff. I'll have to try the 50s sometime. I bet you some of that's pretty good too. Bet you so. George Rothfuss made it. How you doing, George? Hope you had a great birthday. Let's see. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Hope you had a great birthday. Yeah. See, that's the problem, Mark. Like you said, around the mid to late 70s, or well, not even late 70s, but 76, like you said, that's when everything started switching. So then when you say to play 70s, they group all that stuff that's still fitting in 78, 79 and all that. And by then they were already playing crap. Rob says, ask for classic rock. Well, I found that they have a different definition of classic than I do. Yeah, that's a good one, Bill. I heard that one. Hadn't heard that song in a long time, too. I love the grunt when he does that. That's a good song. Yeah, once you get to the 70s, you have to say classic rock, hard rock, or heavy metal. Or probably Southern rock, too. If you ask for Southern rock, I would guess you would get some Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, that kind of stuff. Doug says Chicago, Three Dog Night, Boston, Doobie Brothers. Yeah, Boston was a rare breed because they were like in the later 70s, but they weren't like anybody else. I mean, you hear a song by Boston and you're like, oh, that's Boston. They had one of those really unique sounds. Because that guitar player dude they got had, he's still around, but the other guys, one of the other ones didn't. Yeah, he had such a unique sound. And of course, Rush is another one. I don't know if there's any Rush fans out there, but Rush is another one. As soon as you hear, Alex Lifeson start a guitar riff, you're like, yep, that's Rush. I mean, you can't. Allman Brothers, that's another good one. Yeah. Love me some Allman Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Each generation, says George, has a different perspective of what good music is. That's true, but we're the only generation that's right. All the rest of them are wrong. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, I heard that one the other day too, Bill, up on Cripple Creek. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Mark. Boston had that sound, but it's like they did start to sound the same. One of my favorite all-time songs by Boston is probably one most folks never even heard of. I think it was on their second album, and it never got much airplay. So you would have never heard about it, but it's called Man I'll Never Be. And that's just a great song. And then I can't think of the guy's name now, it's bugging me, but the guy that, sad thing too, because that guy was an awesome singer, their lead singer. And he had some issues, I guess, and committed suicide a few years back. So I can't think of the guy's name now, but what a loss, man. Guy had some pipes on him for sure. Oh, Mike's a Dwight Yoakam fan. All righty. Ain't nothing wrong with some Dwight Yoakam. I haven't even gone through the country phase with my Echo Dot. I'm almost afraid to ask him to play. I'd have to specify the years or something, I guess, because I don't want to hear any of that. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not country anymore, the way that a lot of those things play. Um, it's more, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not country to me. I like a lot of the older stuff. So yeah, well, my apologies, Bob Sims, if I offended you about the Bay City Rollers. I'll play that song on my timeline today in honor of Ian Mitchell. Your dog and truck will leave you. Yeah, but if you play it backwards, they come back. I think that's the way it works. Bob's a good sport. Bob's a good sport. Brad Dell, thank you for Google. Yeah, Brad Dell. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Yeah, what a loss, man. That guy. And it's really sad when you think about some of these musician artist type folks that that just give up. And you think, man, why could they have so many problems? They were famous and had money, and I don't know. Yeah, there's some good ones there. Man, I had I think it was released in 1972, but it was the Aerosmith album, self-titled Aerosmith, and it's the one that had Dream On, Train Keeps Running, a bunch of good stuff, Seasons of Wither, all that stuff. I wore that thing slap out. That that album had so many skips and stuff in it. By the time I just wore that thing, especially Dream On. That was a great song. A lot of good music back then. And Aerosmith has been a group that's, they've got pretty much a unique sound, but they have a big range too, because they played a lot of different types of music. Janet says, "Fame isn't all it's cracked up to be." Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. Hey, look who popped in. Looky there, my buddy Matt Hoss. How you doing, Matt? Good to see you, buddy. Oh yeah, that's my favorite Marshall Tucker song right there. Yeah, that's one. There's just some of those songs. As soon as you hear like the first couple of notes, it's like if you're in the car, you already, let's crank that bad boy up. Well, I guess nobody does that anymore now. They're hitting a little button on their steering wheel or whatever. I got old cars. I still reach over for the knob. So, yes, he does. Steven Tyler definitely has a set of pipes. Yep. Yes, he does. Well, that was my 30-minute timer. I'm actually going to have to work some today. I got some stuff I got to do. I usually work every day, but sometimes harder than others. But today's one of those days I'm going to have to suck it up and get out there and get after it. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and drinking coffee and talking nonsense. And we'll do it all. We'll do it all again tomorrow, about 9:00. So, Keith says wife has one of those cars, still uses the knob. Yeah, all my cars are old. My Explorer is a 2000, And my truck's a 2003. And my truck's it's got nothing. It was, I told you the story. I won that in a drawing thing. But it was retired from a fleet, so it's a work truck. No power windows, no no power seats. Just barely has a radio in it. It don't work half the time. It's got a short or something in it, so you'd be driving along and it'll stop. Then you hit a bump just right, and it'll start playing again. So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Y'all get to work or get to playing or whatever you're gonna do today, and be safe doing it. And we will see you here tomorrow. Drink some more coffee. See y'all.